The secret weapons of successful people, how they master discipline, and how you can too. Would you believe me if I told you that the gap between mediocrity and greatness isn't talent or luck, but discipline? Imagine waking up one morning to discover you have the unbreakable discipline of Elon Musk, Serena Williams, or Oprah Winfrey. What would your life look like if you could silence every excuse, power through every obstacle, and transform your wildest ambitions into reality, no matter what life throws at you? The truth is, the world's most successful people aren't powered by superhuman willpower or magical motivation. They've cracked the code on discipline, and you can too. But how do they really do it? What secret habits, mindsets, and tactics do they use to stay laser-focused when the rest of us are tempted to snooze, scroll, or give up? Let's pull back the curtain and reveal the everyday discipline hacks of legends, and how you can apply them starting today. 1. They build atomic habits, not Herculean efforts. Successful people know that willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired. That's why they don't leave their routines to chance. Instead, they create atomic habits, tiny daily actions that over time lead to massive results. Author James Clear sums it up perfectly. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Illustrative story. Consider Kobe Bryant. His alarm sounded at 4 o'clock a.m. every day, year-round. Some days he didn't want to get out of bed. Some days he hated the training. Did he skip practice? Not once. He operated on a principle. If I only train when I feel like it, I'll never be great. Every workout, every repetition, day after day, became an automatic win. Takeaway tip. Start with just one non-negotiable every morning. Make your bed, stretch, or write a to-do list. Make it so easy you can't skip it. Stack wins by repetition, not inspiration. But what happens when the unavoidable obstacles hit? When the world tries to knock you off track, even before you get started? What if the way you view failure is secretly destroying your discipline? 2. They reframe failure as feedback, not fatality. Successful people see discipline as a skill developed through practice, and setbacks as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Every legend, every single one, was rejected, doubted, and sometimes humiliated. But while most people crumble, the most disciplined individuals master a different game, turning pain into power. Illustrative story. Look at J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter, she was broke, depressed, and repeatedly rejected by publishers. Each no could have broken her. Instead, she made a rule. After a rejection, take a walk, have a cry, then write the next chapter. Her discipline wasn't in her genius, but her refusal to surrender her routine after setbacks. Takeaway tip. When you trip, don't judge yourself. Ask, what did I learn? How can I plot a comeback, no matter how small, tomorrow? Keep a failure diary and track your bounce-back days more than your perfect ones. All right, so now you know how to start and how to deal with fumbles. But most of us aren't alone on this journey. Our environment, friends, and even our phones can be sabotaging us. How do the most disciplined dodge these landmines? So, what's the trick to sticking with discipline when you'd rather quit? 3. They use accountability and remove temptations. High achievers aren't immune to distraction. They're just masters at outsmarting it. Illustrative example. Bill Gates schedules Think Weeks where he cuts everything. Emails, meetings, even phone calls to read, reflect, and strategize. His friends know he's unreachable. That's not about focus. That's about designing an unbreakable bubble for deep work. Consider billionaire investor Warren Buffett, who famously avoids unproductive temptations. His trick? He structures his day with intense focus sessions and surrounds himself with people who challenge him and hold him to a higher standard. He is also known for saying no to nearly everything except his top priorities. So, once you begin to build systems, reframe failures, and block out distractions, how do you keep your why alive long-term? Is the secret fuel behind self-discipline actually a personal mission? 4. They connect every action to deeply held values. Discipline gets easier when your actions align with your values and dreams. Illustrative example. Think about Tom Brady. His goal wasn't just to win a Super Bowl. He built every routine, from sleep to diet to film study, around the belief, I am the most prepared player in the world. When your actions reinforce your identity, you don't have to try, you simply are. When tasks feel meaningful, sticking to them feels worthwhile. When you tie your actions to a higher purpose, discipline becomes devotion. Even with purpose, it's easy to burn out. So what do successful people do to sustain their drive? The world's most successful people know this and tackle it head-on. 5. They prioritize rest, reflection, and renewal. Rest is their secret weapon, not a sign of weakness, but a strategy for staying relentless. Illustrative story. LeBron James sleeps 8 to 10 hours a night and spends over $1 million a year on recovery, chamber therapy, nutritionists, physio. Why? Because he knows that mental sharpness and physical discipline demand more than grind. They require restoration. Likewise, leaders like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos schedule think weeks or quiet time to reflect and recharge, ensuring discipline doesn't become drudgery. Takeaway tip: schedule recovery appointments. Block out downtime as non-negotiably as your biggest meeting. Try a mini digital detox. 1 meal, 1 evening, 1 weekend with no screens. By now you have the architecture: routine, resilience, environment, mission, and rest. But one last piece closes the loop. A move so simple, most people never see it coming. Could you become the most disciplined version of yourself, starting today? 6. They start small and build consistency, not perfection. Most successful people didn't wake up as discipline machines. They started small, focusing on one habit, one day at a time. Illustrative example. Best-selling author Stephen King writes 2,000 words every day, rain or shine, good days or bad. His secret? Consistency, not perfection. By stacking small wins, successful people create an upward spiral. The reward for discipline is more discipline, leading to momentum and confidence. Let's rewind the hits and drive home the secrets. Discipline isn't magical motivation. It's the systems and tiny habits you repeat, even when life gets tough. Failure is feedback. The successful turn setbacks into setups for comebacks. Accountability and boundaries crush distractions. High achievers design their environments, not just their schedules. Purpose supercharges perseverance. Tie your discipline to what matters most to you. Rest and reflection are non-negotiable. You can't pour from an empty cup. Start small, stay steady. Consistency compounds. Perfection doesn't matter. So, how will you use these secrets? Which of these habits could you start building today? Try creating one atomic habit, like setting a daily alarm for 10 minutes of focused work, or putting your phone in another room during family time. Comment below with your biggest takeaway, or tag a friend who needs to see this. Remember, discipline isn't genetic. It's practiced, repeated, and built day by tiny day. Start small. Start now. Don't wait for motivation. Be the person others watch and say, how did they do it? If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Discipline isn't just for the ultra-successful. It's for anyone who dares to try. Maybe the next success story is you.